Welcome, electronic video guests, to the outer limits of the trading card hobby, TTM. Through the mail, we seek to have the famous and the infamous sign the trading cards and photographs we send to them through the mail. Today we have 4 such specimens to examine. So if you like seeing envelopes torn open, you've come to the right spot. And then after we take a look at these, we're going to bust open this pack of 21-22 Upper Deck Series 2 hockey. See if we can get a Young Guns card of Moritz Seider or Lucas Raymond. Got this nice pack of 26 cards, only $4.99 at Target. Should be a pretty good deal. So we'll open that in just a minute. But first, let's start with some TTM fun. Coming to us from St. Louis, Missouri. And you'll see no mystery here. This is from Mr. George Altman. The only mystery is going to be if he signed the card or not. George Altman. Let's see if he signed the card. Looks like he sent our note back. And he signed it. Very nice. George Altman. Look at that signature. This gentleman is 89 years old, signing his 1966 Topps card. Now, Mr. Altman did a little bit about everything you can do in baseball. He started out in the Negro Leagues, then he played in the big leagues, and ended up playing in Japan for several years. George Altman. He had a big year. Let's see, what year was that? Yeah, 1961, he had .303 with 27 homers, 96 RBIs. Followed up in 62 with .318 and 22 homers, and he kind of tailed off, and he ended up in Japan. 89 years old, George Altman, signing this 1966 Topps card. Now, he sent my note back. I asked him some questions. Let's see if he answered. Mr. George Altman. No, I asked him if he liked the girls over there in Japan, but no answer. He just sent the note back. That's all right. We really appreciate him signing this card. That is a beauty. Vintage Topps card, 89 years old. Can you imagine this guy getting this stuff in the mail? I wonder what he thinks. I don't imagine he gets too many requests. I wonder if he's happy people still remember him. Maybe he goes to the mailbox someday, hoping there'll be a letter from a young lady in Japan, which wouldn't be so young anymore. It'd be about a 80 to 100-year-old Japanese girl saying, "Dear Mr. Altman, thank you for that wonderful night in Hanshin all those years ago." George Altman, thank you, sir. We really appreciate you signing this card. And one more thing before we get on to the next one. You notice this on-card autograph. Let me tell you something about these TTM autographs. You've seen all the scandal recently with Topps and the phony sticker autographs. These autographs are the real deal. No fake here. That's George Altman signing that card there. Ain't no fake like you get from Topps or Fanatics or Panini. It's no sticker auto. That's a real on-card autograph by Mr. George Altman. 89 years old. We really appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. Great way to start. George Altman. Now, next, we got something coming to us from San Diego, California. Let's see what we got from San Diego. We got the note, too. Looks like there's some writing on the note. The card. Oh, Jordan Sprinkle. Look at that. I sent out some of these college some of these Panini Stars and Stripes USA baseball cards. I didn't really expect to get any back. Sprinkle's a pretty good shortstop prospect. Oh, it's very nice of him to sign that. Let me see what he. If he answered the question I put on the note here. Just says, "Hi Jeff, thank you so much for supporting me. I really appreciate it." All right. Oh, that's very nice, Jordan Sprinkle. Let's see where he goes in the upcoming draft. We got a nice prospect. He's from Palm Springs. Played for UC Santa Barbara. Pretty good prospect. Oh, that's really nice to get a signature on his first card. Young man, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Jordan Sprinkle, shortstop prospect. Maybe the Tigers will draft him. Let's see. Got drafts coming up in a day or two, I think. All right. Next, Greenville, South Carolina. South Carolina. Fire ants down there. Watch out. Now we got a note in this one too. Stuck in there pretty good. That's my note. Oh, I had two of these I sent out just because of this fellow's name. I wonder if he got teased a lot when he was in middle school and high school. Mr. Jim Ferry signing his 1969 tops and then the 1973 tops. Very nice. Appreciate that. He played up there in Montreal for a few years. He's a definition of what you call like the fourth or fifth outfielder. Didn't have much power. I think he hit like maybe 7, 8, 10 home runs in his career. Let me see if I have any info on Mr. Ferry besides his unfortunate last name. Yeah, he played 6 years in the big leagues. He only hit 7 home runs. So he, let me see if he answered the questions on the letter, because he's down there in Clemson now. So I asked him, I said, do you follow Clemson football? Did you ever meet Coach Sweeney? Good coach, he said. He is a winner. Let me see what else this is. I said, did you like playing in Montreal? Montreal was mostly French-speaking at that time. It was hard to get around downtown. All right. And then what else did I ask him about? I said, I think one of your 7 home runs was off Gaylord Perry, wasn't it? He said, yes. He said, he mentioned, I only hit 7 homers, but 5 were off Hall of Famers. Well, good for Mr. Ferry. Jim Ferry, that's a great guy, class guy, signing those 2 cards. He's down there in Clemson now, following Clemson football and Coach Sweeney. Great guy. Really appreciate him signing these 2 cards. 5 of his 7 home runs slugged off a Hall of Famers. Jim Ferry, thank you, sir. And these are 3, I'll tell you what, these are 3 great returns. You got a young kid signing his card, a 89-year-old Mr. Altman, and Ferry, who's, we got let's see, that'd be 50. 77-year-old Ferry signing his cards. That is fantastic. And like I said, these are the real deal on-card autos. No fakes like you get with those sticker autos that you pay big money for. These cost 2 stamps and some ink and paper. All right, last one coming from New York, New York. The city's so lame they named it twice. Well, let's see what we got from New York City, the Big Apple. Well, this might be a celebrity photo. Oh, look at that. I forgot I had sent this out. This is right here from the old TV show Dark Shadows. This is Alexandria Isles. She played the character Victoria Winters right here. I don't know if you remember that. It was an old, like a weird soap opera. I used to watch that when I'd come home from school, be on in the afternoon. A kind of old gothic TV show with the vampires and time travel and all kinds of crazy stuff. And she played Miss Victoria Winters on that show. Alexandra Isles. And, she quit acting. She actually quit the show and didn't do any more acting. She was kind of a New York socialite. And nobody really heard anything for years and years. And then she turned up, I don't know if you remember the Klaus von Bülow trial. She ended up testifying in that case. She actually turned out that she was she was having an affair with Klaus von Bülow. And she said if he didn't tell his wife, Sonny, about their affair, she was going to break off their affair. And they used that as a motive for why Klaus von Bülow killed his wife, Sonny. Of course, I think they had a retrial later, and he was found not guilty or something. But she was all involved in that big socialite murder case years later after the Dark Shadows show. But we thank Miss Alexandra Isles, who played Victoria Winters on Dark Shadows. That's a really nice one to get back. Really appreciate that. Alexandra Isles, a New York socialite. So you got a socialite, 77-year-old fairy, young prospect, and Mr. Covington, 89 years old, all signing for us. That's a great day at TTM. And we're going to top it off now with a little Upper Deck 2021-22 Series 2. Let's see if we can get the young guns. We're looking for the two Red Wings. Moritz Seider, who just named Rookie of the Year, and Lucas Raymond. First up, we have Alexander Barkov. He's from Finland. Alexander Barkov. Like I said before, just Google the president or prime minister or whatever the leader of Finland is called. You'll thank me for that. Google that. No, Austin Matthews. I think he was named the MVP this year. He had a 60-goal year. Austin Matthews. He might be one of the best ever U.S.-born hockey players. Austin Matthews. A nice card. Maybe we'll try to get that autographed. And we got Mikko Rantanen. He's got to be from Finland too. Yes, sir. He's from Finland. And then we got Andrew Kopp. Andrew Kopp. Where's Mr. Kopp from? He's from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Well, I didn't know that. What do you know? Andrew Kopp. Maybe he lives next door to me. I don't know. Maybe we got to get that autograph too. Andrew Kopp from Ann Arbor, Michigan. I had no idea. All right, he plays for Winnipeg. And we've got Brady Tkachuk from the Senators. He's from that famous hockey family. Matthew Joseph. He's from Quebec. Scott Lawton of the Flyers. He's from Ontario. TJ Oshie from the Capitals. Look at the beard on this guy. Jake Muzzin. Gotta get a weed whacker on that thing. And we got Jarrett Anderson Dolan. You got 3 names from the Kings. Alex Peter Angelo from the Vegas Golden Knights. And we got next up here Phil Kessel of the Coyotes. He's from Madison, Wisconsin, all right. Now we got, what is this? Kind of Peachy throwback card. Marc-Andre Fleury. That's kind of cool. And then we got next up Victor Olofsson. Where is he from? Sweden? Yes. Connor Murphy of the Blackhawks. Massachusetts. Igor, what was that name? Shesterkin from the Rangers. Igor, he's from Moscow. He says, don't send me to the Ukraine. Tyler Bertuzzi of the Red Wings. That's kind of a nice card to have. Tyler Bertuzzi. Let me send that one out too. Patrick Maroon. Evgeny Malkin. How many career goals does he have? He scored a few goals in his day. Great player out of Russia. And we got Connor Sheary of the Capitals. Who's this guy here? Look at that name. Hampus Lindholm of the Ducks. Hampus. All right, Hampus. He's from Helsingborg, Sweden. Hampus. All right. And we got Colin Miller of the Sabres. Nikolai Ehlers from Winnipeg. He's from Denmark. Anthony Beauvillier or Beauvillier from Quebec. Well, Eric Carlson of San Jose. And then we got Sam Gagne of the Red Wings. No young guns. Well, a bit of a dud pack. Although we did get the Austin Matthews card. Maybe we can get that signed us. So no young guns, but still, those are nice looking cards, those upper deck. They do a good job with the hockey cards. So at least you saw what Series 2 upper deck looks like. We had some great TTM returns. We're going to be back in a day or so with some more. Maybe some other surprises coming up. But thank you for watching. Like I said, we'll be back soon.